I'm Phil Bolton with the Global Atlanta News Service, and today it's my pleasure to be with Brigitte Vantieghem, who is the CEO of Peleman Industries. Welcome, Brigitte.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your company and its origins.
The company is called Peleman Industries, and it's a third generation family-owned company. We started in 1939, just before World War II. My grandfather started it. And my father took over officially in the 70s, the late 70s, and has grown the company, more than 130 countries. We're specialized in binding equipment, like the equipment that you see, in the back. And we provide binding equipment together with binding covers. And it is for a business application. And in 2005, we started also a photo division, so where you can not only make it bound very professionally, office documents like your profit and loss and your board meetings, but also photos. You just had a baby and you just want to make a beautiful photo book.
Was he involved in markets all over Europe from the beginning, or how did it grow globally?
My father, as you know, Belgium is very, very small. So if you have a great product, there's only one way to go to grow it, is really to start exporting. So that is how he really grew the company, and exported first, to the countries that are very close to us: France, England, Netherlands, Italy, and then he took it, far, further and further.
And now you're in 130 countries.
Yes.
The United States, was that an early market for you, or was that a more recent one?
It was a more recent one in 1998 when I came for the first time. Here, we went to the United States before, but in 98 I had quite a mission to find out how can we really grow the American market. And so I landed here in Atlanta to see what are all the tools that we need to be very successful.
Why Atlanta?
Why Atlanta is when we looked at the Chamber of Commerce, the Belgian-American Chamber of Commerce here in Atlanta was very, very helpful. They helped us to really analyze logistically, labor, how much would it cost to have a facility here, manpower, compared to other major cities here in the United States.
What products sparked your success here?
It is we have a very simple binding equipment, binding system, and together with the covers, we have soft covers and hard covers, and both can be personalized. So that is really what gained us, momentum. That we're still growing.
And is that actually manufactured here?
We do light manufacturing here, and we are starting the next 6 months to really manufacturing here.
Would that be in Atlanta, or
yes, it would be here, not Florida, probably.
Are you going to be having a factory, or how are you going to do that?
Yes, we're going to have a factory where you can manufacturing.
And will that be your first factory here?
Yes, the United States will be our first factory.
How about China and India and the emerging markets? I understand that you are playing a role in them too.
When we look at the other markets like Asia and India, we are present there. But when you look at manufacturing here, it starts to become very attractive to manufacturing in the United States. The incentives that are given are huge from a labor perspective, from lands. Also, there's no unions here, or there's not very strong unions. So when you want to start here, you have the euro dollar that is playing in your favor to start manufacturing up. The R&D that you have access to. Jim Blair is also very, very helpful to make sure you have a really, really good package together.
Of the Department of Economic Development.
Yes, he's played quite a role.
Tell us about the training that you had growing up in the company, and that gave him the confidence to send you out to develop this competitive market.
The training that I received, I think when you watch from you were very little, when you watch constantly business deals made, there's always, what he learned me from very young is that it has to be always a win-win situation. Whatever deal you make, it has to make sense for both. Don't be greedy, because then it will be not a win-win situation for both. So he trained us very young, and also, well, you're there, right? So you hear things, people would come and visit from all these countries. You would be taken, you would go with them to dinner. And I think, to get confidence, of your father, it's something I think that you have to earn. He never told me that I would get it. I had to really earn it through many steps. And only by earning through many steps that, I was given the opportunity to come to the United States. My dream was always to come. Since very, very young, since the age of 9, I wanted to live in the United States. So he always knew that I wanted to come and live here.
What was attractive about the United States?
I think the positivism that is in Americans, it's amazing. You allow people to be successful. It's not that in Belgium or in Europe it's not as accepted. Here, when you're successful, they look at you like, yeah. Also, we have a referral system that we developed here within the company. If people are happy, they can give us referrals, and it's something that is not existent. So it is the amazing positivism, the will to succeed, the ability also that you can succeed here in America is what I've always,
And as president of the Belgian American Chamber Southeast chapter, you'd like to see the bonds that are already pretty strong between the U.S. and Belgium strengthened.
Yes, yes.
What does Belgium have going for it these days? We hear about some of the political problems. Are they slowing Belgium down?
No, I don't think, at all. It's, I think Belgian companies, innovation is always, one of the top priorities. And we have to expand. So, because Belgium, if you want to make it, you can never really, become a very huge company. So you always have to go and look out and export. So, and America, of course, understand one country, one language, one currency. Logistically, is really, really well. So for Belgian companies to come here to America, it's very, very attractive.
Do you have brothers and sisters that are running the operation in other parts of the world?
Yes, I have one younger sister. Her name is Esmeralda, and she's doing the same as me, but she's running Europe and Asia. And so I'm running, what you would call the Americas, North and South.
And is your dad retired?
No, not yet. He's still very active.
How old is he?
He's 67.
And what is his position, and what does he do now?
My father is CEO and chairman and founder of this division, Unibind, and his role is still very active in R&D. All patents are, made, are issued, through his team, legal team and R&D team.